There are moments in the automotive world when a car arrives not as an evolution, not as a refinement, but as a rupture in the timeline. A break so powerful that you almost feel the ground shift beneath you. The 2026 BMW X9 is that rupture. Not simply a larger sibling to the X7, not just another luxury SUV for wealthy families who want prestige and comfort. No, this is something different, something bolder, something darker. Finished in a haunting dark matte blue, the X9 doesn't whisper luxury, it casts a spell. When I first saw it standing there, broad-shouldered and brooding under the light, I felt as though BMW had sculpted a predator out of shadow and steel. It isn't beautiful in a traditional sense. It's arresting, intimidating, magnetic. You don't look at it and think, that's a car. You look at it and think, that's a force. From the very first glance, the X9 doesn't give you the gentle handshake of familiarity. It grabs you by the collar. The design is unlike anything BMW has shown before, a rebellion against their own past. The grille, still massive and unmistakably BMW, has been reshaped into something sinister. Its edges sharper, its bodywork more integrated, like a gate that only opens for the worthy. Flanking it are headlamps so razor-thin they seem to slice the night apart. No ornamental flourishes, no softness, just surgical precision. And the paint. Oh, the paint. Dark matte blue, the kind of finish that doesn't reflect the world. It consumes it. Under some lights, it looks like a shadow given form. Under others, like liquid metal. It's the sort of paint that makes you hesitate before touching it, as though it might burn your skin with its depth. This is not just design, this is intimidation rendered in color and shape. Walking around the X9, the proportions feel unreal. BMW has somehow taken the bulk of a three-row SUV and sculpted it into something that doesn't look heavy, it looks powerful. The roofline doesn't simply slope, it plunges toward the rear with a confidence that feels more coupe than SUV. The shoulders are wide, impossibly wide, giving the car a stance that makes even rivals like the Mercedes GLS or Audi Q9 look modest, almost apologetic. The doors are long, clean, and unbroken, their simplicity making the play of light on that matte blue finish even more dramatic. And then there are the wheels. Massive, blacked-out alloys with intricate spoke patterns that look less like wheels and more like the blades of some ancient war machine. The rear is equally striking. Instead of mimicking the front with aggression, it leans into elegance. Taillights stretched like crimson threads across the back, subtle spoilers integrated into the bodywork, and exhausts hidden away to let the form speak louder than function. But make no mistake, this isn't BMW trying to mimic Rolls-Royce or Bentley. No, the X9 is not trying to be a palace on wheels. It's trying to be something else entirely, a cathedral of power. Slide inside and the atmosphere changes. Where the exterior exudes menace, the interior breathes calm. Black dominates the cabin, but not the kind of flat, lifeless black you expect in lesser vehicles. This is a rich, deep black, stitched into leathers so soft you wonder how it can withstand human touch. Carbon fiber accents weave throughout, subtle and restrained, reminding you that beneath all this serenity beats the heart of performance. The dashboard flows like a single sculpture, unbroken by clutter, its lines purposeful and serene. BMW's latest curved display arcs across the driver's vision, not just a screen but a command center, glowing with precision graphics that look pulled from a spacecraft. The seats themselves are more than just furniture. They cradle you. Thick bolsters keep you secure, but the padding is forgiving, as though BMW decided you should never have to choose between comfort and control. And the attention to detail, oh, it's maddening. The stitching pattern, intricate yet symmetrical. The way the ambient lighting pours softly from hidden creases in the doors and floor, glowing not like LEDs but like candlelight. Even the air vents are a work of design, slim, perfectly aligned, their movements controlled by delicate metallic switches that feel like instruments from a luxury watch. The silence is overwhelming. Shut the doors and the chaos of the outside world disappears, not diminished, erased. BMW's engineers have created an acoustic vacuum, a silence so deep you can hear your own thoughts. And when the engine awakens, that silence isn't shattered, it's complemented. The hybrid V8 growls softly, a controlled thunder, enough to remind you of its existence, but never crude or obnoxious. The X9 doesn't roar for attention, it speaks in authority. Driving it is an experience that borders on the surreal. For all its size, the X9 does not feel like a giant. It feels like it bends physics to its will. The steering is unnaturally sharp, the body motions impossibly controlled, the acceleration relentless. The hybrid system delivers torque instantly, pulling this vast SUV forward with the urgency of a sports car. 0-60 times are impressive, sure, but more impressive is the way it delivers that speed. Smooth, inevitable, like a rising tide. You don't feel pushed, you feel carried, and in that sensation lies the genius of this machine. Take it into corners, and the X9 shrinks around you. Active suspension works in real time, flattening body roll, letting you carry speed through bends that should feel absurd for a car of this size. There's a moment, mid-corner, when you forget you're in a 3-row SUV. You forget the weight, the height, the dimensions. You feel only precision. This is what separates the X9 from its rivals. Mercedes might give you comfort, Audi might give you balance, but BMW has given you control. But it's not all performance. The X9 also knows how to pamper. Rear passengers are treated to what feels like a private lounge. Legroom so generous it borders on excessive. Seats that recline like thrones. Entertainment screens seamlessly integrated into the backs of the front seats. The leather continues, stitched and perforated with the same care as the front. Even the headliner is covered in Alcantara, soft and dark, making the cabin feel like a private jet cabin after dusk. And the sound system, crafted with obsessive detail, doesn't just play music, it creates an atmosphere, filling the silence with symphonies of clarity. And then there's the technology. Every system is intuitive, every feature purposeful. Gesture controls refined to perfection, AI-driven navigation that predicts your needs, autonomous driving modes that can take over with more grace than most human drivers. But what stands out isn't the list of features, it's the way they disappear into the background. The X9 doesn't overwhelm you with tech, it serves you with it. It feels as though the car is always one step ahead of you, anticipating what you want before you even realize it. Off-road? The Land Rover loyalists will laugh until they see it move. With adaptive air suspension, torque vectoring, and terrain response systems borrowed from BMW's engineering vaults, the X9 can handle far more than it needs to. Mud, gravel, snow, inclines, it does them all with the same calm dignity it shows on tarmac. Not because it has to prove itself, but because it refuses to be less than complete. And then comes the realization. The X9 isn't just a car, it's a statement, a declaration that BMW can build something beyond categories. This isn't just a luxury SUV, it's not just a performance machine, it's an idea, a vision of what happens when a brand decides to break its own rules. The X9 is not here to compete with the GLS, the Q8, or even the Bentley Bentayga. It's here to make them irrelevant. As I stepped out and glanced back one last time, the dark matte blue figure stood in silence, absorbing the world into itself. It didn't feel like a car waiting to be driven. It felt like a monument waiting to be remembered. The 2026 BMW X9 is not just another SUV. It is a milestone, a new reference point, a shadow on the road that will haunt every rival who dares to follow. This, I realize, is the BMW that defines an era. The X9 isn't just part of the future, it is the future. And once you've seen it, nothing else will look the same.